Hi, Andrea Robinson here with you, and I want to reach out to any and all of you who are suffering from ongoing fear issues, generalized anxiety, panic attacks, phobias, the type of fear that debilitates your life, the type of fear that you find that you're controlling and planning your life around. After this brief message about fear, I invite you to pray a prayer that I'm going to pray. And this prayer is designed to help you and I step out of this level of fear and into a more free place and into the abundant living that I believe our Creator has designed us and desires for us to live in. It's human to have fear. A healthy level of fear supports our survival on this planet. If I go into the woods and I eat a red berry and I become sick, well, it's natural, normal, and healthy for me to fear eating that berry again. This is not the type of fear that I'm talking about. The type of fear that I'm talking about debilitates you. You find yourself living and planning your life around. And I don't believe that any of us who experience that type of fear are really living. At best, we are managing and we are controlling and we are finding that our world becomes smaller. And oftentimes this level of fear becomes a dependency, and that turns into an addiction. I have lived my life in that type of fear. And again, I will say it, I don't believe that it's God's will for any of us, His children, to live that way. And I have come across a great acronym on fear. Fear, false evidence appearing real. F-E-A-R, I'll say it once more. False evidence appearing real. And in the Bible, in 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7, Timothy says, God did not give us a spirit of fear, but one of power, love, and of a calm, sound mind. I'm going to say that one more time. In the Bible, 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7 says, God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of a calm, sound mind. My first step out of this type of fear and this way of living was just coming to the end of myself and turning it over to the power that is greater than me, my God. And when I did this, and it was hard to do, it was difficult to do, but when I finally trusted that power, then I saw step by step, mostly in process, but even on the spot, miracles start to happen. Then God started to bring in people, books, information, modalities, healing techniques, ways that I could desensitize, ways that I could say, I'm free of living from that type of fear. I remember feeling the weight being lifted off my shoulders and my hope being restored. So if you haven't done so, I suggest first step is to, however you talk to God, the great, the magnificent, then just say, I'm at the end of my rope and I want to turn this over to you. These fears, you can be specific, you can be generalized, you can say, add more along the process, but when you do that, you will start to feel the hope restored in your spirit again. And I have heard it said that fear is the absence of love. So when you start to turn it over to the one who created us and loves us more than we can ever imagine, then you start to experience what it's like to really be walking hand in hand, supported by your higher power, and in that space of love versus that space of fear. I invite you to pray the following prayer with me to help you start to make that paradigm shift out of being ruled by fear and into abundant living. And along with that prayer, I am sending you love and light and blessing. Dear God, the magnificent creator of this universe, as we turn over our deepest, darkest fears to you, help us to understand that you are capable of handling them. Help us to understand and feel how much you love us and how much you desire for us to heal and to be made whole. We want our lives and our minds and our hearts to be restored to sanity. And we claim that healing, and we know that you desire that for us and help us to move forward in that new freedom that you desire. May we be free from the spirit of fear, and may we be filled with the Holy Spirit of power, love, and of a calm, sound mind. And we thank you, dear God, the great, the magnificent, for all the people, the information, the books, the healing techniques, the modalities that you are now going to bring our way to help restore us, to help retrain us into that living free from fear and living in your love. Thank you so much for this day and for every new day that we walk beside you by way of love. If you've enjoyed today's share, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and leave a comment in the comment section. This way I can keep in touch with you and find out how you are doing. I plan on bringing some further teaching, tools, and information on conquering fear and living a more abundant life. And until the next time, may God bless you. Thanks again.